The obsession your person feels towards you is anything but normal. There is something incredibly rare and powerful about your energy, something that sets you apart from others. Your presence is magnetic, and they feel an almost primal urge to protect you, even if they are unsure why. This connection is not like anything they have experienced before, and it overwhelms them in ways they cannot fully understand. However, despite their deep attachment and feelings for you, they made choices that were both shameless and deeply hurtful. Now, they are left drowning in regret, wishing more than anything that they could turn back time and undo the damage they caused. If only they had a time machine, they would go back and rewrite the past, making different choices, better choices, so they wouldn't have to live with the pain of losing you. Fear and ego played a significant role in their decision to walk away from this love. They were too caught up in their pride, too afraid to be vulnerable, and too consumed by their own insecurities to see the truth of what they had. Their fear of getting hurt, of being exposed emotionally, or of facing the intensity of their feelings led them to make the worst mistake of their life, leaving you behind. And now, that decision haunts them every single day. The pain they are experiencing is unbearable because, deep down, they know they failed you. They failed to love you the way you deserved, failed to cherish you when they had the chance, and failed to fight for something that was rare and beautiful. Your silence speaks volumes. The fact that you are no longer reaching out, no longer trying to fix things or bridge the gap, has made them fully aware of just how much pain they caused you. It has forced them to reflect on their actions in ways they never expected. They now see the impact of their choices, and it crushes them. They never wanted to hurt you this way, but the reality is that they did, and now they are left to sit with the consequences. The guilt is overwhelming, and they desperately want to apologize before it is too late. They cannot bear the thought of you moving on without ever knowing how truly sorry they are. They know that because of them, you have cried in private more times than you can count. You have suffered in silence, struggling to process the hurt and betrayal they inflicted upon you. They can only imagine the nights you spent questioning your worth, wondering what you did wrong, or why they chose to walk away. But in their absence, something remarkable happened. You became stronger. Every tear, every heartbreak, and every moment of pain transformed you into someone even more resilient than before. The emotional and mental strength you have gained is something they never expected, and now, they see you in a whole new light. You are no longer the person who waited for them to change, who hoped they would come back on their own. You have stepped into your power, and that terrifies them. Your person is genuinely remorseful. This isn't just a fleeting sense of regret, it is a deep, soul-crushing guilt that follows them everywhere they go. They replay the past over and over again, wishing they had chosen love over fear, wishing they had been braver, more open, and more willing to fight for what they had with you. The weight of their mistakes is suffocating, and they can no longer hold it all in. The need to reach out, to express the truth, to have an open and honest conversation with you, is consuming them. They don't want to keep pretending that everything is fine when, in reality, their world feels empty without you. At this point, they don't care about pride, ego, or the fear of rejection. They just want to be honest. They want you to know that they still care, that they still feel the intensity of your connection, and that they are willing to do whatever it takes to make things right. They don't know if you will ever forgive them, and they don't expect you to, but they cannot go another day without at least trying to fix what they broke. The pain of losing you has been the greatest lesson of their life, and they can only hope that it's not too late to show you just how much you mean to them. You are the most important person in my life, and being apart from you has been more difficult than I ever imagined. The physical distance between us feels like an unspoken burden, weighing on my heart and making every moment without you feel incomplete. No matter where I go or what I do, I catch myself thinking about you, and each thought only intensifies my longing to be near you again. It is as if my heart refuses to accept this distance, constantly pulling me back to you, reminding me of how much you mean to me. You have been my greatest source of strength, my guiding light in times of darkness. Before you, I faced my problems with fear and hesitation, often unsure of myself and the choices I made. But you showed me a different way, one that allowed me to confront life head-on, without fear or doubt. Your words and your presence have given me courage, and for that, I am forever grateful. Every lesson you have taught me, every encouragement you have given, has shaped me into a better version of myself. I can't help but think back to all the moments we shared together, the laughter, the joy, and the deep conversations that made me feel understood in a way no one else ever has. I find myself reminiscing about those good times more often than I'd like to admit. There are nights when I lie awake, replaying our memories like a favorite song, longing for the warmth of your presence. Sometimes, the emotions become overwhelming, and tears of passion well up in my eyes because I miss you so much. The thought of you consumes my mind both day and night, and even when I try to distract myself, my heart keeps leading me back to you. I even find myself talking to your pictures, whispering words of love and longing, and in those moments, it almost feels like you are right there beside me. Before I met you, I always thought love was a bittersweet experience, one filled with more sorrow than joy. I was hesitant, guarded, afraid of getting too close to anyone. But then you came into my life, and suddenly, love didn't seem so terrifying anymore. Something about you changed me. Your kindness, your patience, and the way you make me feel safe have broken down my walls, allowing me to embrace the love I once resisted. With your love and unwavering support, I have undergone a transformation. I have gone from being cold and distant to someone who truly understands the beauty of love and connection. You have given me a new perspective on what it means to care for someone deeply, to cherish their presence, and to want to be the best version of myself for them. Life has a way of testing us, challenging our inner strength, and pushing us to see how much we can endure. But I truly believe that the tests we face are not meant to break us, but rather to strengthen our dedication and love for each other. Every moment we spend apart is a test of our patience, a trial that reminds me of how much I want to be with you. And as the days pass, I find myself growing even more certain that my heart belongs to you. The longer I am away from you, the stronger my yearning becomes, as if distance only magnifies the love I already feel. Love, what would I do without you? The thought of life without you is something I cannot bear to imagine. You are my happiness, my peace, and the one person who makes everything feel right. I know I have made mistakes, and I am deeply sorry for ignoring your texts. It was never my intention to make you feel unimportant or neglected. I regret every moment that I let my pride or distractions come between us. But I want you to know that this time, nothing will go wrong. I promise to be more present, to cherish every conversation, and to never take our love for granted. I want to honor my feelings for you because they are real, deep, and unwavering. Loving you has been the most beautiful experience of my life, and I never want to lose what we have. No matter what challenges come our way, I am willing to face them as long as I have you by my side. My heart belongs to you, and I will continue to love you, cherish you, and fight for our happiness. No distance, no obstacle, and no mistake can ever change that. You are the love of my life, and I will do everything in my power to make sure you always know how much you mean to me. Your partner had no idea how much time, energy, and importance you dedicated to the relationship. They were your first priority, the person you put above everything else, yet they failed to realize the depth of your love and devotion until it was taken away from them. You gave them all of yourself, your loyalty, your care, and your unwavering support, without expecting much in return. But instead of appreciating you, they took you for granted, assuming that you would always be there. Now, as they sit in the emptiness left by your absence, they are starting to feel the weight of their choices. They are beginning to realize the depth of their mistake, and karma is making sure they understand exactly what they lost. The pain of losing you has settled deep in their heart. They ache for you in ways they never expected, but they are too prideful to admit it openly. Instead, they have become consumed by an obsessive need to know what you are doing, who you are with, and whether or not you still think about them. They try to suppress these emotions, pretending to be unbothered, but the truth is, they are addicted to your energy. It is something they cannot shake, no matter how hard they try. This addiction leads them to watch you from afar, lurking in the shadows of your social media, asking mutual friends about you, and even replaying old memories in their mind. They are desperate to have you back, determined to find a way to make you theirs once again, no matter the cost. But what they don't understand is that you are no longer the same person they left behind. This heartbreak transformed you into someone stronger, wiser, and more resilient. You no longer wait for them to return, nor do you seek their validation. Instead, you have redirected all the love and energy you once poured into them back into yourself. You have found your power, your confidence, and your ability to stand tall without needing anyone to complete you. This new version of you is unfamiliar to them, and it terrifies them. They are used to the old you, the one who would chase, forgive, and fight for their attention. But now, you are focused on your own purpose and goals, refusing to lower your standards or settle for anything less than what you deserve. It is essential to keep yourself grounded and continue prioritizing your own growth. Do not let their regret or newfound obsession distract you from the progress you have made. Do not chase them or give in to their attempts to pull you back into their web of manipulation. Instead, let them sit with the consequences of their actions. Let them come to terms with the fact that they lost something truly special. Let them fully understand the kind of love they once had and foolishly threw away. Beyond their regret, there is also insecurity brewing within them. Seeing you thrive without them is a blow to their ego. They once believed that you needed them, that you would crumble without their presence in your life. But you have proven them wrong. You have shown them, and the world, that you are more than enough on your own. You have faced life's battles with strength and grace, overcoming obstacles without relying on external support or validation. This realization shakes them to their core because it forces them to acknowledge that they were never as necessary in your life as they once thought. Your success without them is a bitter pill for them to swallow. Every achievement you make, every moment you shine, is a reminder that they lost someone extraordinary. And the worst part for them? They know that this time, it might be too late to fix things. They can chase, they can lurk, and they can regret, but they no longer have the power over you that they once did. You have taken that power back, and now, you are in control of your own happiness. So keep moving forward. Keep focusing on yourself, your dreams, and your growth. Do not let their remorse or insecurity shake your confidence. The universe has a way of balancing things, and right now, justice is being served. They are learning the lesson they were meant to learn, while you are stepping into a future filled with endless possibilities. Stay strong, stay focused, and never settle for anything less than what you truly deserve.